yoga together. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. I'll know by the end what we're going to do. But I really don't have much of an idea of what's going to come out. I figured maybe we'll just get creative and see what happens. I'm going to grab my timer because I have found that if I don't have my timer, I could actually yoga probably forever. I mean, maybe I'd get tired, but okay, so to start, let's see what inspiration comes to us, shall we? So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat. If a comfortable seat doesn't work for you, you can lay down. You can have a chair or whatever you need to sit on, okay? Because we're just going to breathe for a few moments together. So get comfortable, sit up tall, maybe close your eyes. If you're not comfortable with closing your eyes, just find a place to rest your gaze. Softly out in front of you. And we'll just start with the noticing. We'll start with the noticing of our body. Maybe you got into a position and you realized, this is not something I like. I do not enjoy sitting like this. Give yourself permission to move and change and shift to a better position for yourself. Maybe you're realizing right now, I haven't actually really breathed today. I've been holding my breath, or I haven't taken a big breath, or I'm breathing really shallow. Whatever that looks like to you, maybe it's time to just take a big breath and sigh it out and let it go. Either way, let's just notice how that breath is moving, how our lungs are communicating with the rest of our body. If your breath is shallow, a lot of times that will tell your heart, hey, you need to be a little bit faster. We're a little panicked or a little stressed. We need more blood to those organs. So the more that you can slow down your breath, the more relaxed your heart can be. The more relaxed your heart can be, the less work it has to do. And then the more relaxed your breath is, the less hormones that your body is pumping out, the better opportunity to digest your food. So start to slow down that exhale, especially. Big breath in. Exhale out. I have this little mantra card I want to share. It's by an author. Her name is Phoebe Gainsworthy, and she has written many books. One of the ones that she wrote is called Define Me, Divine Me, and she has she does cards. And so the breathing meditation, or mantras, if you will, when you breathe in, when you inhale, you say either out loud or, well, probably silently to yourself. Yeah, out loud's not going to work while you're inhaling. Scratch that. We'll say silently to ourselves as we inhale, I am safe, I am love, I am at peace. As you breathe out, I release anything that no longer serves me. Breathe in, I receive healing, nourishing, and loving energy. Breathe out, I release my fears, my worries, my stress. Breathe in, I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace. So we'll do that again a couple more times. I'll read while you breathe, because you can't read and breathe like that at the same time. So let's just work together for a moment on the breath, and then I will go back to the meditation or mantra. So by now you've noticed where you're at, where your breath is at. And I just like you to start to begin to deepen your breath, whatever that looks like for you. If your breath is feeling sticky or jagged, or you're having a hard time with it, maybe your focus and your goal is to just smooth out your breath. If you're like, whew, I can breathe deeper, but I've just been breathing into my chest all day, then I want your goal to start to breathe into those lungs. Maybe you're not even worried about getting into the belly right now. Maybe you're going to do a full belly breath, breathing into the belly and then into the lungs and into the chest and exhaling out. I just invite you to find a breath that is nourishing to your body right now. So as you breathe in, I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace. As you breathe out, I release anything that no longer serves me. As you breathe in, I receive healing, nourishing, and loving energy. As you breathe out, I release my fears, my worries, my stress. And inhale, I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace. Exhale all the way out, open mouth, side out. One more time through. Inhale, I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace. Exhale, I release anything that no longer serves me. Inhale, I receive healing, nourishing, and loving energy. Exhale, I release my fears, my worries, my stress. And inhale, I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace. Big open mouth, sigh it all out. And then rest in that. Even if you don't remember a single word of it, energetically it's still there and it's resonating through your body and your cells, and just let it. And if you are laying down or you're on a chair, we're going to find our way onto all fours. So make your way onto all fours. Feel free to bring a blanket under your knees if you need a little extra support. Fingers spread wide, knees under the hips. Now, whether it pertains to you or not, anytime I find myself doing something repeatedly, I like to share it just in case maybe you find yourself doing the same thing. I have noticed that when I have been here getting ready to work through my cat and cow, I am back, like out of my wrist. So I don't know if it's because it's tender or sore, but I am not finding that my shoulders are over my wrists. I tend to be more back here. So if you maybe find yourself in that place, see if you can draw your shoulders directly over your wrists so that you're really focusing on those stacked joints. And the knees are directly under your hips so that there's not an angle back here of the backs of your knees. You're right here. And we're just here in tabletop position. Our low belly is drawn in just slightly. Gazes to the floor so that your spine is in nice alignment. And we're going to lift that right foot and you're just going to slap it down. And left foot, slap. Right foot, slap. It doesn't have to be a hard slap. Left, right, left. And I am going to let you go as quick or as slow, like I have any control over what you do. You're you. You get to do you. I'm going to suggest that you can go as quick or as slow as you like. So if you like to just kind of start smacking the top of the feet on the mat, or you want to continue to go slow, we're just going to kind of say, hey body, we're going to do a little bit of different work here, a couple more, and then let it release. Sense and feel. Take a big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale for me one more time. And then as you exhale, we're going to slide that right arm straight out in front of you. And as you do, the left elbow is going to bend. Glutes are going to stay high. And it's like you're trying to drop that tricep, which is the back of your arm, straight down to the floor. Gaze is, my chin is in line with my shoulder. My gaze is at my thumb. And I'm going to inhale and come back up. Then that left arm is going to slide out in front. Now you can see that that right elbow bends out. My tricep is dropping straight to the floor and I'm looking at my thumb. Inhale, rising up. Okay, turn your palm now to face center line as if there was a center drawn down your mat. Palm faces that. You're on the edge of your pinky. Slide it out. Oh, big stretch. Hopefully you can feel that over your ribs. Inhale, come up. Put your right hand down. Left hand slides out. Oh, come down. Yeah, inhale, come back. Okay, now we're going to take that right hand. You're going to flip it so that your back of your hand is on your yoga mat or the floor. And you're going to slide it out. And I keep bringing my chin right next to that right shoulder. Oh, inhale, come back. Left hand, flip it around, slide it out, reach. Good, and inhale, come back. Big toes together, knees spread wide. Shift your glutes back towards your heels. Forehead to the mat, child's pose. Take a big breath in, exhale all the way out. And again, big breath in, exhale all the way out. Inhale, rise back up to all fours, repeating that whole process one more time, starting with the feet. So start hitting your feet one at a time. You can find a little pattern if you're musically inclined. Maybe you want to get a beat going. Maybe you want to slam both feet at the same time. Make sure those knees are safe. Feel free to move through the head a little bit. I have no rhythm whatsoever, just so you know. So don't follow along with me if you want to beat. I don't have it. And then release. Feel those sensations. Take a big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Good. We'll slide a little bit quicker, okay? Big breath in. Exhale, slide that right arm out. Big reach. One breath per movement. Inhale, slide it up. Exhale, slide it out in front of you. Big reach. Oh, inhale, slide it back. Flip that hand on the edge of the pinky. Exhale, slide it out. Inhale, slide it in. Left hand, slide. Inhale. Back of the hand on your mat, slide it out. Inhale back, last one. Left hand, back of the hand, slide it out. And if you're not getting it, don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal if you get it right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. If you, in your mind though, a lot of times we make up if it's right or wrong. Bring it back to center. Walk those knees in together. Inhale, take that right leg back. Woo! Got some pops. Exhale, release, knee to knee. Left leg goes back. Knee to knee. Right leg goes back. Just stretch through your heel. Knee to knee. And left leg goes back. Knee to knee. All right. Right leg goes back. This time we'll add a little bit. Put some weight into that right hand. Bring your left arm out in front of you. Start to draw that low belly in a little bit. Balancing table. Gaze to the floor. And I know this is right away, and I know this might be mean, but I'd like you to bend that knee, reach back, see if you can find your foot. Your hamstring might have different ideas, which is fine. If you can't reach your foot, just stay in your balancing table. Good. Inhale, take it long. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, left leg goes back. Right arm out in front. Balancing table, low belly pulls in and up slightly. Keeping your ear next to your shoulder, your bicep. And then again, staying right here, exhale, bending your knees. See if you can find that foot. Doesn't need to be a big, I think this is tiger pose. Doesn't need to be a big move here. Okay, you can keep it low even if you'd like. You don't have to kick your foot into your hand. Inhale, take it long. Exhale and release. Fingers spread wide. Take your hands a little bit farther. Curl your toes under. Exhale up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, so I know we're programmed. We want to start pedaling those heels right away. In fact, some of you probably already are. But I encourage you to not for just a moment. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, sigh it out. Take another big breath in. Open mouth, sigh it out. And then quiet for a moment and feel your body in this pose. Notice if there's any tension in your neck. Take one more breath. And then inhale, slide that gaze up to your thumbs. Exhale, find some good bend of your knees and walk your feet forward up to your hands. Plant those feet, bring your palms together to heart center. Inhale, stand it all the way up, reaching your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Fingers spread wide, chest lifts slightly, chin is parallel to the floor. Holding here in high mountain for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And exhale. Arms to your sides for mountain pose. Allow your eyes to close or rest your gaze down on the earth or the floor. Stand tall and stand strong in your body. Feel your feet underneath you. Feel your legs solid, beautiful, strong foundation. Inhale, arms up. Lift your gaze up. Exhale, swan dive so gracefully. Oh, forward fold. How I love thee. Let me count the ways. Move that head around. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe there's movement. Who knows? How do you want to work it out here? Feel those feet. Lift up on your heels. Spread your toes wide. Surprisingly, pretty good calf stretch, just like this. I don't know why I said surprisingly. And then release your feet to the floor. Draw that low belly in and up, forward fold. Let your head hang. Inhale, lift those feet again, just onto the heels. Exhale, feet to the floor, belly pulls in and up, forward fold, head hangs. Plant your feet, palms together to heart center. Inhale, stand it up again. Core nice and strong. Reach those arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, chair. Inhale, come up, stand up tall and strong. Belly draws in, tailbone reaches to the floor. Exhale, chair. Inhale, lift, tall and strong. Exhale, chair. Hold here, belly pulled in, strong legs. Breathe. Who's our guest? My 11-year-old, 12-year-old. Hold it right here. Palms together to heart center. Dive your hands to the earth. Not a forward fold, just diving our hands to the earth. Inhale, step your right foot back, warrior one. Okay? Feet are on a railroad track. A little more than hip distance apart. That back right heel is planted, but your back right knee is not locked out. There's a little bit of bend. Left knee is directly over that left ankle. Right hip is pulling forward. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling, shoulders drawn away from the ears. Go ahead and find a little bit of extra pressure on the outside edge of that right foot. But balance, don't roll out to it. Just sometimes it's really easy to push into the base of the big toe in a warrior one. I just want you to draw some energy towards the base of the pinky toe also. Don't leave that sweet little pinky toe out. Low belly pulled in. Big reach, lift your chest, still in warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big breath in, and this time we're going to take it back to a warrior two. But in the process, we're going to try to line up our left heel and the middle of our right arch, okay? So from here, let's open it up, step that right foot open and back. Line up heel to arch. Put a little pressure into the edge of that pinky toe. Arms straight out. Look over those left fingertips, fierce. Warrior, fierce, right? Shoulders down a little bit. Fierce shimmy. Hold it here, big breath in. Exhale. Take that left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling, or I like to pull it back a little bit just so I can get my shoulder in the right position. Take it up and over your head. Again, ear and shoulder line up, ear and bicep. Roll that chest open. Big deep breath. Good. On your next inhale, find your way back to your warrior two. And then when you exhale, find your way back to your warrior one. Inhale, step it up to high mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand it up, lift your chest up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, left foot comes back, warrior one. Warrior one, right knee is over that right ankle. Left leg is bent, pull that left hip forward a little bit. Inhale, arms up. Shoulders away from the ears. Not here. Okay, here. Low belly pulled in. Find your breath. We're breathing. Breathing in love, light, peace. Exhaling fear, stress, and worry. On your next exhale, let's open it up, warrior two. Shoulders away from the ears. Remember that fierce shimmy there. Right knee is directly over that right ankle. Big breath in. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling and or up and over your ear. There's a million ways to do this pose with these arms. Find the pose that is comforting and nourishing to your body. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. Exhale, roll it around to that warrior one. Inhale, step that left foot up to meet that right. High lunge. I don't know what that means. High mountain pose. Exhale, chair. To be fair, I did have a glass of wine with dinner. Maybe that's what's happening. Inhale all the way up. Oh, slight back bend maybe. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Just kidding, it was only half a glass. I wouldn't do that before I taught a yoga class. Okay, sway those glutes from side to side. Bring it back to center. We're going to do that whole thing one more time, but let's see if we can take our warrior one a little bit longer this time. So inhale, step that right foot back, warrior one. Make sure your heel can plant and your right hip can pull forward. Left knee is directly over your ankle. Inhale, rise. Warrior one, shoulders away from the ears. Big breath in. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, that left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm can reach up or here. You know, the other thing I see people do and teach that I really love, but I never teach it, is they go from here, they take that arm back behind, down and around, and then roll that chest open. That's kind of a nice feeling. So if you'd like to try that. It's not one I tend to teach. I don't know why, I have no reason, but I love it. Inhale up to warrior two. Exhale, warrior one. Oh, keep those arms lifted. Inhale, step that right foot forward, high mountain pose. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise up. Back bend maybe if you'd like. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Plant those hands. Go all the way into a forward fold here. Shake out your head, end with yes, end on a positive note. And then inhale, let's step that left foot back into a warrior one. Make sure your heel plants and that left hip can pull forward. Right knee is bent, your legs are strong, your low belly's pulled in. Inhale up, warrior one. Breathe. Exhale, warrior two. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm reaches up. And again, if you'd like, reach it back behind you, down to the floor, out in front, and let it roll that rib cage, open it up to the ceiling. Finding that space that exists in this extended side angle. And then on your next inhale, rise up to that warrior two. As you exhale, take that left hand, bring it around and take it to your warrior one. Right hips pulling back, left hips pulling forward, shoulders away from the ears. And then on your next inhale, left foot comes forward, high mountain, big reach. Exhale, chair pose. From your chair pose, bring your palms together to heart center. Dive yourself forward to your forward fold. Okay, inhale, step your right foot back to a lunge. Let's go ahead and lower that right knee to the earth, top of the foot to the earth. See if you can get that right knee back behind that hip. Core is strong and tight. Inhale, arms up. Let's be soft in those arms. So maybe there's a gentle bend of those elbows. If your shoulders are tight, leave it out in front of you a little ways. If you've got some good shoulder mobility, maybe bring it back a little bit. And then let's turn those hands, the palms of the hands forward. Rotating those elbows out. Exhale, take it to your cactus arms. Hold it here, maybe engage that right glute a little bit. Draw that low belly in. Breathe. Inhale, reach those arms up to the ceiling, and then exhale to the floor. We're going to get out of our own way so we can get that left foot to come back to the right leg, left leg, right leg. Big toes together, knees wide, back to child's pose. Settle in. We'll take a few deep breaths here. Noticing your breath again. Noticing if it has the same characteristics as your breath in the beginning of class. Notice if it still feels jagged or sticky or shallow. or flows easily, moves through your body effortlessly. Where's your breath at? And how does that resonate with your thoughts and your emotions? And then on your next inhale, rise up to all fours. And since I robbed you of pedaling your heels, if you're a big lover of pedaling your heels in downward facing dog, let's find that now. So curl your toes under, draw those elbows, inside those elbows forward a little bit. Exhale up and back, downward facing dog. And please, 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 by all means, pedal those heels. And as you do so, breathe. Big breaths. Couple more moments. And then find your way back to your dog. Inhale your gaze up at your thumbs, and as you exhale, walk or float your feet up to the front of your mat. Your choice. I'm walking. Plant those feet, take those arms out to the side. Inhale all the way up. High mountain. Some people call it exalted mountain. Or if you bring your palms together, temple pose. And then exhale, chair. Palms together, two, heart center, dive yourself forward, plant your hands to the earth, and inhale, left leg comes back to a lunge. Lower your knee, top of the foot to the mat, and I don't know if you noticed, you probably didn't because you're focused on yourself, which is perfect, but when I came down, my foot was back a little too far, so it was a pretty sharp angle of my ankle. Angle of the ankle. So I'm just going to move my foot forward a little bit so that I've got this nice alignment of knee over ankle. And then when you're ready, inhale up. Again, soft arms, soft shoulders. We don't need to be rigid. Let's let it relax a little bit. You've got plenty happening in the front of the hip. Plenty of stretch, I'm sure. If you're like, nope, no stretch, nothing. Then take that left knee back some. And then on your next breath, when you're ready to exhale, turn those hands forward. And then when you're ready to exhale again, take it to cactus arms. Find your breath here. Solid in your feet, pressing into all four corners of that right foot. Trying not to dump down into your pelvis, finding just a little bit of lift. And then inhale, arms up. As you exhale, take your hands to the floor. And again, let's get out of our own way and get that right foot back around. Right knee to left knee. But this time, we're not going to take it to a child's pose. We're going to curl those toes under and press your glutes back to your heels. And this might be enough stretch for you, which is great. Maybe it's too much stretch. You need to back out a little bit. Maybe if you're like, nope, I'm good, bring it on. Walk your hands back to your knees. You can come all the way up. And if you really want to go for it, set your glutes back on your heels and reach your arms up to the ceiling and breathe. One more breath. As you exhale, take your hands down to your thighs. If you're on all fours, we're going to take and bring the tops. So if you're out here, go ahead and shift, no matter where you're at, tops of the feet to the mat and come up high. Inhale, arms up. Big reach. Exhale, reach your arms out to the side. Bring those palms around to heart center. Again, inhale. Exhale, arms out to the side. Bring it around, palms together to heart center. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, arms come out to the side. Bring it all the way around, palms back to heart center. We'll do a little balancing, a little fun balancing. I think it's fun. Most people don't think it's fun. So what you're going to do here on your knees, palms together to heart center at first. Shift your weight into your left knee and lift your right knee up off of the floor. Low belly draws in. Release it down. Okay, other side. Shift your weight into your right knee. Oh, pop. Lift that left knee. Should be a lot of shaking going on. Exhale, release. Okay. Now we're going to release those arms because you're going to want them. They help you stabilize. Shift your weight over onto that left leg. Now we're going to take that right leg and we're going to see if we can bring it around out in front of us. Okay. And then you're going to take it back around and release it to the floor. So one of my favorite teachers, ever, Jean Hoyland. Some of you know who I'm talking about. Remember she did that in one of her classes one time. And I was like, I love it. And now I I share it with those that I love regularly. All right, shift your weight onto that right knee. Here we go. Lift that left leg. Bring it around. Out in front of you. Try not to touch the ground the best you can. Bring it back around. And release. Fun, right? All right, one more to each side, and please touch down as many times as you need to. This is just working on building that muscle and that cellular memory and how to balance ourselves and keep ourselves as safe as we can, especially if we fall. This will help us get up from a fall, as long as nothing's broken. Okay, shift your weight onto that left leg again. Here we go. Right leg's going to come around. If you want to get really fancy, stretch it. Take it, bend it back, bring it back around, and set it down. Helps if you find a focal point, that drishti, that non-moving point that you focus on. Helps if those arms are out, waving around to counterbalance you. Core pulled in. Okay, last side, here we go. Take it over onto that right knee. Find your focus. Bring that leg around. See if you can stretch it out in front of you. Bring it back around. And set it down. Woo! Nice. Relax for just a second. Big breath in. Exhale all the way out. One more time. Big breath in. And exhale all the way out. Good. Let's take it back to all fours. Back to all fours. Fingers spread wide. Okay, press into the base of the pointer finger and the thumb on both hands. And we're going to step it back to a high plank. High plank. Okay? See if you can get your glutes down. Strong over those wrists. If this is too much for you, you can always come down to forearms. Touch the floor with your right knee and then lift it back up. Touch the floor with your left knee and lift it back up. Touch the floor with both knees and lift it back up. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. Core is pulled in strong and tight. Right, left, both. One more time through. Right and left and both. And up and back, downward facing dog. Turn the insides of those elbows forward slightly. If you want to pedal, pedal. If you just want to hold here, hold. Big breath in, open mouth, sigh it out. Let some of that energy go, that emotion go. Let some of your stories go. And I say stories because a lot of times we have a story. We have a story. I can't do that. Why can't you do that? You'll have a story. I could have done more. Why could you have done more? You'll have a story. Let's just try to let those things go. They're not bad. They're how we, I don't know, move through this life. But what if you don't give that story any energy? What happens? What happens? One more big breath in. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, bring your gaze up to the front of your mat. And exhale, walk or float your feet forward one more time. Plant your feet to the earth. We're going to transition to our chair pose from here. So big breath in. Exhale, drop your glutes, bend your knees, lift your heart, your chest, your arms, chair pose. Shift your weight into your left foot. See if you can lift your right foot up off of the floor. Chair pose. Drop those glutes, low belly pulled in. Shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left foot off of the floor. Feel those strong legs underneath you. Chair pose, drop. Inhale, rise, lift that chest. Back bend, maybe. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, step that right foot back into a lunge again. Lower your knee. Top of your foot to the mat. Plant your right hand to the earth. Take your left foot, step it out a little bit. However, we're going to keep the entire foot planted to the mat for this. If you're like, oh no, I got to roll to the edge of my foot, it's calling for me, please, you do you, okay? You do what feels good and fits for your body. Bringing your hand not on your knee, but to your thigh. You can gently press that thigh open a little bit, preferably without rolling to the outside edge of that left foot. But if you gotta, that's your body. You listen to your body. Pull that chest forward a little bit. Be proud here. Hold this pose strong. Head in line with your spine. One more breath. Good. And then exhale, bring that left knee in. Left hand to the floor. You keep your left foot where it's at. Curl your right toe under. High lunge. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Maybe back bend, crescent lunge. Your choice. You can just stay right here. Okay, big breath in. As you exhale, bring those arms back behind you. Airplane arms. Shift your chest forward. Take that right shoulder and draw it down though. The right shoulder wants to pull up. Pull that left hip back a little bit. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms to the earth. Engage your core. Bring that right foot up to meet your left. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe stretch out or rub those wrists a little bit. Circle those wrists around, shake them out. Inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, let's take that left foot back into a lunge. Go ahead and lower that knee to the mat. Left hand plants to the earth. Feel free to kind of heel toe that right foot out a little bit. Not a lot. Again, though, up to you. Top of the foot to the mat. Hand toward your inner middle thigh, not up here. That's too much strain on your joint here, okay? And just a little bit of pressure, a little opening, a little bit of space for those deep six in the hip flexors. And breathe. Feel yourself. Feel that body. Feel the sensations, the stretches, the breath, the movement, how it all combines into one beautiful dance. That is your amazing, precious body. Breathe into it, thank it, love on it. And then inhale, take that knee back in. You can leave your right foot where it's at or heel toe it in a little bit, your choice. Curl those left toes under, lift that left knee. Get your footing, okay? Inhale, arms up. I like to take my feet wide, make sure that I'm safe and secure in my footing before I rise up. I've had some disasters. Big breath in. Exhale, take those arms back behind you. Airplane arms, slide that chest forward. Right hip comes back a little bit. Left shoulder comes down a tiny bit. Always experimenting. Inhale up. Big reach. Exhale, hands to the floor. Core is pulled in super strong and tight. Left foot comes up to meet the right. Inhale, straighten that back out. Belly pulled in. Exhale, forward fold. On that next exhale, come down onto your knees. A lot of knee stuff today. Hopefully you grabbed yourself a blanket or something to pad your knees. Okay, we're going to put pressure on that left hand. I got to sneeze. Hold on one second. Maybe. Excuse me. There it is. All right. Take that left leg out like a kickstand. Pressure on that left hand. Open up. Take that right leg long. Right arm up to the ceiling. Lift that right leg. Breathe here. And you know, if you want to do a side plank or any side plank of your choice, optimal time to do that is right here. Your choice. This is what I'm doing tonight, but you feel free to do any sort of modification or full pose that you would like to do. Exhale, back to all fours. Kick that right leg out like a kickstand. Plant your right hand, roll it open, take that left leg long. Left arm comes up to the ceiling, left leg lifts. You can point or flex your foot, or both. Probably not, just one or the other. And again, you can take any pose that you so choose. Breathe. Low belly drawn in. Beautiful. Exhale back to all fours. Walk those knees forward. And then come onto your glutes. Swing those legs out in front of you. Oh, take those legs long. Take that skin out from underneath you. Find your sits bones. Okay, and just sit up tall here, staff pose. Big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Let's slide our hands to the floor. Big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, take them out to the side. We're going to give ourselves a big hug. Left arm under the right. Wrap back to those shoulder blades. Go ahead and pull on those shoulder blades. Maybe give yourself a little bit of a wiggle. Hold it here. Flex your feet. Strong and tall. Breathing. Inhale, take those arms open wide, and we'll switch. Left arm goes on top of the right. Big hug, reach back. Grab a hold of those shoulder blades. If there's any movement that you need or your body needs and I'm not cueing it, please take it. Please move as your body calls to you. Listen and honor where you're at in this very moment. And then inhale, open those arms wide up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms to your sides. Scoot those glutes forward just a little bit and gently roll yourself down onto your back, however that looks for you. That's my favorite part. Right about now, when I'm in class, is when I wish the teacher would just be like, Shavasana. And then they don't. And they do more things, which is exactly what we're going to do. More things. However, you can give yourself, heck, you don't even need to give yourself. There's no permission needed. You can just Shavasana. You could have Shavasana this whole time if you'd like. Big breath in. Exhale, begin to hug your knees up to your chest. And we'll twist it, okay? Your left arm comes out long, so it's coming out perpendicular to your body. And the knees are sliding over to the right. I personally like to stack my legs, one on top of the other, and use my right hand. I hook it behind my left knee and then drape it down over that left leg. So I've got a good hold of my leg and I'm releasing. This kind of helps get a little bit of stretch in some of those muscles along that low back. There's a muscle back there that's called the piriformis muscle. It sometimes gives people a hard time. So this can help, especially with that arm and the drawing up a little bit or back. I don't know how you want to cue that. Helps to give that muscle a little bit of a stretch. And we'll breathe. Get heavy through your shoulders, especially that left shoulder. And then on your next inhale, we'll start to bring things back to center. The left knee comes back and the right knee comes back. And that spine is long. A little reset of your back. And then we'll take it to the other side. Your right arm comes out perpendicular. Those knees slide over to the left, taking your time, not rushing anything. Oh, especially if you're tight. Okay, find the twist that works best for you in this moment. Allow things to quiet. Let things get heavy. Let your mind be light. And have no worries. If your thoughts are racing and the to-dos are a mile long, it's okay. Yes, the ultimate goal of yoga is to quiet and calm the chatter of the mind. However, there is no failure if that does not occur. There's no failure if that does not occur. If your mind continues to go crazy for the entire hour, hour and a half, however long you yoga for, then the mind goes crazy for that long a period of time. There's no prize. But maybe, just maybe, somewhere in all that craziness was one less thought. Yay. That's awesome. And then on your next inhale, let's slide it back. Oh, take your time. And then if there's something else you need, happy baby, maybe you are a very advanced practitioner and you want to do a shoulder stand or a plow pose or something along those lines, feel free. I am just going to take my legs straight up to the ceiling right here. If you want to put a pillow or a blanket or a block under your sacrum, you could. I'm just going to keep it simple. Maybe circle the ankles or point and flex your feet. Neck is long. Taking a few more slow breaths, focusing on a nice long exhale. Moving away from fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. There are 4 now. My mother is a grief counselor, grief therapist, and so I get to learn all these new terms when they come out. So it used to be fight or flight, and then it was fight, flight, or freeze, and now it's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. You're welcome. You learned something new. Anyway, this takes you out of that into rest and digest. And as far as I know, it's still just the 2, rest and digest. Taking one more breath. And then on your next exhale, you're just going to begin to guide yourself to final relaxation. Taking those legs long out in front of you, maybe even a little bit wider. Take up your space. Own it. Take up your space on your mat. Take up space in this world. Let that breath go. Neck is long. Breathing. I have a couple more things to read to you. So just let yourself relax. With every breath, I nurture love throughout my body. And with every exhale, I release fear, worry, and stress. I surrender into the present moment, knowing that my life is unfolding as it is meant to. I give myself permission to enter the stage of uncertainty with grace and elegance. I welcome challenges with an open heart and a curious mind. I have the strength to handle anything that comes my way. I release the past knowing that I did the best that I could. I let go of regret and create space for new beginnings. I have everything that I need right now. I am always enough. On that next inhale, start to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your toes, move your fingers. Maybe you rock your head. And then when you feel ready, let's roll it over onto our side. into the fetal position or rebirth pose. Taking just a moment to let those words sink in. I am always enough. You are always enough. You have everything that you need inside you right now at this very moment. And it's okay if that doesn't resonate. It's okay if you don't believe it. Oh, that's okay. It's still there. You're still enough. And slowly begin to open your eyes, let the light in, kind of look around the room, take in your surroundings. And then as gently as possible, bring yourself up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you, or maybe you stay in Shavasana the rest of the day or the night. But for me, I'm going to close out this practice with so much gratitude in my heart. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Palms come together down to heart center and gratitude pose. Big breath in, slight bow of the head. The light in me honors, respects, and loves the light in you. Namaste.